Never fails. Yeah. I'm still watching it. Okay. Here comes everyone. It's still a small docket today. A few unidentified people. Good morning, and I will be probably repeating myself, but I'm Judge Person. I'm watching everybody's audio connect, and we're here doing virtual meeting by agreement. And so what I will say is welcome to the Temple Municipal Court and the convenience of doing the meeting, preliminarily meeting online. So I do welcome everybody today, and I see most audio is connected. And so I will go ahead and just start talking about procedure. So I was watching as people logged on, and so I know that the order that people appeared, and I'm going to identify a few people that I don't know who they are, therefore what file to pull. But before I do that, I want to introduce the state's prosecutor, Ryan Matson. Mr. Matson is the equivalent of the city DA. If you think about what a DA does, that's what he does, but for the city. So he represents the party that filed the charge against you. And therefore, if you were on the pretrial docket, which we are looking at today, I will let you know that he's not your attorney, and therefore he will not be able to give you legal advice, nor will I be able to do so. I can talk to you about how things move through a court and just what to expect from me as the judge of the court. But I won't be able to tell you what you should or shouldn't do or how to apply the law to your case. Mr. Matson, could you unmute and just say a few words? Tell us who you are.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ryan Matson. I'm the prosecutor for Temple.
Thank you. And Mr. Matson, I'm actually going to move you forward with the attorney, watched attorneys logged in. Mr. Kaser, can you unmute? Let's make sure your audio is working.
Did that do it?
Yes, I can hear you. I can't see you. There's just kind of a blur, but I can hear you.
Okay.
So, yes. So,
and I may have to, I don't know where I am on the line, but I'm hearing Judge Lepax. He's supposed to be taking a plea. They're trying to do it right before the jury trial, but I don't know whether I should. Is this going to just happen pretty quick, or do I?
I was about to move you over to that breakout meeting with the prosecutor, and I just wanted to confirm that your audio was working. So we're
yes, it is.
Okay.
And now, is there time for me to run in there and do that plea? I think Judge Lepax in there waiting because they've got 80 jurors out here.
Okay. Would you like to stay on hold till you come back, and we'll?
Yes, that'd be good.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, well, let me go make sure he's ready to go, and not I'll pop back in.
Okay, I'll remute you until you come back, and so go ahead and do that, and I'll come back to you shortly. Mr. Swain, I'll go ahead and move you forward. I know you know how to use it. I probably should have checked it. You've been here many minutes. Mr. Matson, he moved over. Okay, and then I just have a couple of folks. I'm not sure who they are. If I could just, confirm who's who, and I also have someone coming in late, so I'm letting them in. Real quick, if I could, Darren R. Van Slyke, could you unmute and just let me know who you're representing? I think you're here on the Velasquez case. Is that right?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm that, and we'll be with you shortly.
Thank you.
And then if I could, there was, let me see, it's still connecting the audio. Moto G Play 2021. I just sent you a mute request. Yes. Could you tell me your name, please? Unmute and tell me your name.
Regina West.
Thank you, Regina West. I appreciate it. And we will be with you very shortly.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm just going to change the name of your device, but it'll only be for this meeting. It'll go back to what you have when you hang up. So just so that I don't lose track of your place in line.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Thank you. And then I also had a phone caller come in on a 254 area code. I just let you in the meeting and I've sent an unmute request, and the last several digits of that telephone are like 210, 210, maybe yet another number. They give me like the second to the last three. It's really strange. Can you unmute and tell me your name? I'll just keep working on it. And then the other device I can't identify is having trouble with audio. So I will move forward and just let folks know procedurally, I think it's really helpful to know how things move through a court. So when you're given a ticket or issued a citation, those are all methods we have under the law for accusing someone. A ticket is an accusation. If you were sent a summons, that is also another method for accusing someone, and it is an accusation. When you give a plea, you are giving your answer or response to that accusation. And this is a Class C court. The cases that are filed here are Class C offenses. They result in the imposition of fines and costs. They don't result in jail time. People can have warrants for missing court dates or not completing their court order, such as a payment plan, such as service, such as a course due or a record due. If you're court ordered to do a thing and you don't get it done, you can wind up with a warrant that can subject you to the possibility of arrest, but you're not sentenced to jail time on Class C offenses. In connection with that, you're not court appointed an attorney. You can have a reset on your case if you want to meet with an attorney before I accept your plea. If you've entered a plea already and it's already been accepted, you waive that option. But if today we're looking at it for the first time, when I confirm the plea that you've written down for me on your paperwork, if you need to reset in order to get legal advice, you just say, Judge, I need time, and I will know what that means. So people often wonder what to say. How do you invoke that right? Just say, I need time, and I will give you a break on your case time-wise. We'll come back on a different day. You may hire an attorney of your choice. You might choose not to. That's your decision. But once your plea is accepted, you have waived that right. Another thing I want to mention is that when you enter a plea, you're giving your answer or response to the accusation laid out in that citation or summons. There are three options for pleading: guilty, not guilty, no contest. Now, guilty, when we plead guilty, we're saying, I did this, and that case is going to move into sentencing. If you plead no contest, you're not admitting it. You're not denying it. It's like a neutral plea, but you're moving into sentencing. So it's in effect, the same course of action happens as if you pled guilty. If you plead not guilty, that case is putting the state on notice that you are moving toward trial. You are maintaining that innocence that the law presumes, but the effect is we're moving that case toward trial. So that's the route that will take. And both dockets are meeting today. If you've pleaded not guilty, you may choose to plea bargain with the prosecutor, but you don't have to. I do ask that both parties, the prosecutor included, take a good long look at their case, because our next pretrial, our next meeting is here in the building. And that's where we do things like discovery, which is access to the prosecutor's information that they have in their file. That is, if you have subpoena requests that need to be handled. I can't practice law for you, but what I can tell you is at the next setting, my expectation is that motions and things that need to be filed prior to trial, that's the best time to address those. Okay. So that meeting is here in the courtroom, and I'm then scheduling a bond on your case, and we're looking at your options for trial, because I feel like that's really better done face to face here in the courtroom. There's a lot of information associated with your rights at that point. And I think we do that live, okay, because it's contested. Now, If you plead guilty or no contest, generally the law is always, there's always like what the general rule, and then there are exceptions. And the general rule is you're found guilty, you pay the fines and costs. But payment of fines and costs, we look at income information. I do, and I look at the court then sits in what is called equity. I have to look at things like your debt to ratio income and see what you might be entitled to at that point in terms of how I structure a sentence. Okay. And so that's part of why I have the income payment information that we asked you for. I also asked the same information in connection with scheduling a bond on the pretrial docket for contested cases. So I'm looking for that information for two different reasons, but it's the same information. So I don't want people to have to needlessly fill out multiple forms. So I just have one form to, have that discussion in two different sort of aspects of what we do. You might have wondered why I asked for that information. And it's really to make better decisions on your case. So it's to help. But state law also says that I collect it. Okay. I just try to keep it simple and short. Okay. So then I'll look at those things if we're sentencing. Okay. Now, even in sentencing, there are still 4 ways to gain a dismissal of the charge. And I just want to tell you what those are and how they work. And I'll do that here in just a quick moment. I want to go ahead though and ask Attorney Swain on the Etherton case and Attorney Matson to just give me, y'all please unmute and give me an update right now on this particular case.
Your Honor, Mr. Swain's going to take an offer back to his client, so we'll go ahead and continue to final for now.
Yes, and also I don't know if it's been done, but his letter of representation did ask for discovery. And so I would just schedule that for that final date. It usually happens with you folks before the next date, but we just have it now as a bookmark deadline. And that
It was sent, Your Honor.
it was already done.
I received it.
Okay, thank you. I won't set it. You don't need to. But I will set the final pretrial for July 12th at 3 o'clock. And unless we get all the papers to remove it from the case, from the docket, we'll just all be here in the court. So I hope things are well with you, Attorney Swain, but you are good to go unless you have questions or anything you need to take up with the court before you go.
I don't. I appreciate that, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Swain. You're good to go.
Thank you.
And Mr. Matson, I don't see Attorney Kaser back yet, so I'm going to go ahead and move you forward. Attorney Van Slyke is here ready to go, and Attorney Van Slyke already unmuted. I know his audio is working fine. You'll want to unmute again, Attorney Van Slyke, but I will move you on over to that meeting with the prosecutor.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. And then I wanted to continue on the path that we were on just a moment ago, folks, where we were talking about the 4 ways to gain a dismissal. They are compliance dismissals, driver safety course options, deferred dispositions, and team court. So taking it from the top, compliance dismissals, those are outright dismissals. The law there says if you come into compliance on certain things, you can have your case dismissed. There aren't, it's not everything, okay? It's usually equipment related, like a broken headlight, a broken taillight, something like that. I don't actually see any of those readily on the docket today, but I will look individually on each of your cases. If it looks like you could be qualified to take that step, I'll be alerting you because that law says the judge shall dismiss, which means I should be doing so where possible. Okay. You can ask about it. It's your case. You're welcome to ask questions when your case is taken up. But I just want to signal to you that I'm not going to wait for you to ask. I'm just going to take the step. Okay. All right. Now, the second thing I mentioned was a driver safety course option. Folks can have a driver safety course option if they have a moving violation and they qualify to be in the program. And if they complete their course and their driving record, the right course and the right record on time, they gain a dismissal. You have to pre-qualify, complete it, and then get it done. So one thing also, it's a good time to talk about money and fines and costs, which is no one's favorite subject, but in Class C court, it is fines and costs, okay? So every case has a fine and every case has a cost, fines and costs. And fines are set by the judge of the court and costs are set by the Texas legislature in Austin. And I can't change those costs. They are mandatory. Why this comes up is in the driving safety course, you have to pay the costs. The fines go on hold. And if you get your record and your course turned in on time, your fine gets waived and your ticket gets dismissed. It's not on your record and it's cheaper than if you pay the whole ticket and you keep it off your record, because it is believed, and I think that the metrics support this, that if we take that course, we drive a little bit better for a period of time. And so it's incentivized. So that's what that's about. Okay. So again, the law says, if you're qualified, I shall order it. So I'll be looking to see if you're qualified. And if you are, I'll talk to you about it. Now, if you don't want to take that step and take that process on and do it, I can't make you, but you will save money and you will keep the item off your record. So I'll be looking. You're welcome to ask me about it. If I'm not bringing it up and you think that I should be, or you have questions, talk to me about it. Bring it up. I'll be looking. And if it looks to me like you're not qualified, I'm usually just moving forward. Okay. All right. Samsung device. I don't know if you can hear me. The audio is not connecting and I'm just going to need to remove you so that you can maybe try again. If you can hear us, just try again. Sometimes it's just,
Can you hear me?
you're fine.
Is that better?
Well,
Okay.
what is your name?
My name is Dottie Cabinet.
Dottie Cabinets. Okay.
And I'm not technical, so I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, you're doing fine. You're not actually who I was talking to, but that's okay. I was trying to talk to you earlier, so thank you. We will be back with you shortly. I need to re-mute you, so keep an ear open because I'll call your names here in a little bit, okay?
All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Cabinets.
Thanks.
All right. The Samsung device is a different one, and I'm just going to see if they can re-engage. Okay, so then the third way to gain a dismissal, remember we've got 4 and then we're going to get going on my docket. The third way to gain a dismissal is if you qualify and you request a deferred disposition. And in Class C court, you can ask the judge directly or you can talk to the prosecutor about it. Guilty or no contest, I'd like a deferred. The judge must consider and give you an answer. The judge doesn't have to grant deferreds, but the judge may. And in Class C court, you can ask directly. You can also talk to the prosecutor about it, but a deferred disposition is a period of time with a court order in place that defines the start and the end date, and the things that you need to do will be listed in the document to gain a dismissal. But you must make that request of the judge. The judge is not requesting it of you. So you can kind of get the difference there, I think. We're going to go ahead real quickly and pause this discussion and take up the Velasquez Pedro Angel case. And we have a letter of representation from Attorney Van Slyke. And if I could just get an update from both parties, please.
Your Honor, we'll continue to final pretrial for now.
Okay. I have that scheduled for July 12th, 1 p.m. And it was in the paperwork we sent Attorney Van Slyke, but sometimes folks don't see it right away. There would be a double scheduling.
Yes, Judge.
And so we'll just, if the case is still pending, we'll just be here in the courtroom. Okay.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
Do you have any questions or any matters to take up with the court before we?
No, Judge.
All right. Then you're good to go without further requests. Thank you for your.
Thank you all.
And I believe I saw Attorney Kaser back then. It's a blur, but I saw movement that appears to be Attorney Kaser. Yeah, waving. Great. Can we get you to unmute?
Okay. That work?
Yes, outstanding. I'm going to move you over to the meeting with Attorney Metz.
Okay.
So just, he moved over, yeah. So the last thing I want to talk about, remember the deferral, you just have to make the request. And then the last thing I want to talk about is teen court. And it looks a lot like deferred because there are things to do that are listed on paper to gain a dismissal. High school students, middle school students, homeschool students can do teen court. And if it looks like you're qualified, I'm a little bit pushy about it because it's a good option. And, you know, it has my highest rate of success being defined as I don't read about you in the paper and I don't have you back again. Okay. Don't mind running into you around town, but in court, that means that you've got more risk. And with driving, if you're 25 and under, you're in the highest risk group that we've got in Texas. So I like to address those things where I can, where the law lets me. So I'm just going to start with our Marvia, and I probably said that wrong. Williams, can you unmute and let me know how you're doing, please? Yes, and sit up. Very good. Thank you.
Hi, I'm doing good.
Okay, so just a few questions. We had a community service order. We're already in a judgment that's happened, and there were 47 hours due March 21st of 2021. I did not get them. And I know you've had a lot going on. I also have a question. Are you still working as a CNA?
Not right now because I done got big, so I can't do it as much. But I mean, when I return to work, that's what I'll be doing again.
Okay. And you have rent, but you didn't list your rent. Can you tell me your rent is?
Just because I'm on housing, so I don't pay nothing right now.
Okay. I see. Do you receive food stamps?
I can hear you. It went low.
I'm sorry. Do you receive food stamps or other assistance?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that amount?
$5.16.
Okay. So right now you have bills, you haven't been able to work right now. And the community service, we didn't get anything. I'm willing to give you more time, but you know, what's the plan for you? So I have a list of providers, have the rules, the directions, have a timesheet, and I can start that up again. But I mean, I've already done that. It didn't work. So what is your request?
I mean, I completed 10 hours of it. I just didn't complete the whole 47, but I can get it done.
Let me see what we have. We didn't receive those though. You have to turn them in.
But I'm thinking you gotta turn all of it in. So right, I didn't turn it in.
So what I always tell people is on your due date, you turn in what you've got and you tell me how long. It's a due date. It's a court due date. I can try with you again, but I need you to honor the dates because you're subjecting yourself to arrest. I don't think you called and asked anybody, but we would tell you, and I do tell you. So are you requesting more time to do it? I don't know.
Yes, ma'am. I can get it done by next week.
I can give you 30 days.
Okay.
All right. So hold on a moment. Let me just get that number. Maybe we'll get your order printed. Okay, so the 27th of June is going to be our due date. Where are you doing the work? Where have you been going?
Feed my sheep, down to feed my sheep.
Okay. That's usually a very good one. They are on the list of places that are pre-approved. So that's useful. Okay. And so I am extending you. Now, do you want to swing by and pick up a copy of your new timesheet. You can use the old one, but the new one will have your deadline. I can I can email it to you if you have a printer available.
Yes, ma'am. If you could email it to me, that'd be great.
Okay, we'll email that new timesheet with the date at the top. And remember, treat that as a date that a warrant could issue.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, then I will go ahead and give you that opportunity. And the hours that you've already done still count. Okay, so bring those in along with the new ones that you get done, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, do you have any questions, Ms. Lee?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you are good to go. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Can I talk to Yahir Rodriguez?
Yes, hello, ma'am.
How are you today?
I'm doing fairly well.
Good. Let me get your file pulled up. So I did receive a plea of no contest.
Mhm.
This is a failing to prevent an animal. The allegation date is April 1st. And I did receive a plea of no contest and a request for teen court. I know you graduated, but the offense allegation date is during the time that so you can do teen court.
All right.
With teen court, there's a $20 fee, and we do that in cash. Can you pay that today?
Yes, I may.
Okay. And then the next question is, can you talk to me a little bit about what happened?
Any specific details or just the basic of it?
Just the basic.
Essentially, we've had issues for a few years with the neighbors and how their dog kept tearing up the fence. And we've been attempting to repair it for some time, and we were unfortunately left with a large dog that we've kept indoors not too long ago, around 6 or 7 months ago in our home. And we've been taking care of it, but the problem was one day I went to the restroom while my dog was outside, and he went ahead and they said that the dog went into their backyard and attacked them, but I'm unsure because I never saw the dog enter, and all I saw when I got back outside was the neighbors yelling at us and that my dog was sitting on the porch. He was completely fine. There was no real like sign as to what was happening. It was just them saying it. I was confused at first.
Is this the one where, have we heard this one here in the court?
No, this is my first time
taking-
being in court.
No, I know, but I think that the dog was picked up, right?
No, I don't know exactly. My mom was taking care of some of the things because I was still busy with school at the moment, and I wasn't really there for most of the details.
I believe this one that we had evidence here. There was video of the dog going into the house, the garage, and yeah.
Wait, what? There was video of the house of the dog going into the house?
yeah, they had cameras in there.
That's odd. We also have videos of the dog entering our backyard.
Are you contesting the charge and asking for?
I'll go ahead and contest the charge in teen court.
Okay, so you're changing your plea to not guilty.
Yes.
Okay, so we're not doing teen court, right? You're invoking a completely different process, right?
Wait.
Not guilty, I want a trial, I don't want teen court. Because
Hold on.
you pleaded no contest and asked for teen court. And then here's what you just did. You said, I'm not guilty. And that request for teen court, and that plea that I entered, I'm recalling that plea and I'm asking for a pretrial and a trial in front of a jury, right?
I'm
I'm
not
just
really.
trying to make sure that, I just gave a whole long speech about what pleas take you. And you entered a plea of no contest and then started saying that you weren't guilty and wanted a trial. And you can't go to trial but not go to trial. You can't have me sentence you but not sentence you. So you're going to need to make up your mind. I'll come back to you in a minute. I find it very confusing to do what you just did. I wouldn't take your earphones off because I'm talking to you and you're in court. Make up your mind and I'll come back to you in a moment. I'm trying to get Mr. Kaser back on. Oh, that movement just is not happening. Keep trying. And can I get the complaint on Mr. Rodriguez case? I feel like he's not following what's going on. Yeah, I hear. Oh, there we go. Okay, Mr. Kaser, Mr. Matson, can we get a check-in from both of you on this case?
Your Honor, we'll go ahead and continue to final pretrial. Mr. Kaser is going to take some options back to his client, and we will reconvene at that time.
Okay, we have already scheduled for July 12th at 3 o'clock, and I'll just assume that we'll all be here in the courtroom at that time.
The only thing that could come up between now and then, they've got Rex Davis is doing my parents' estate. He was Court of Appeals Justice in the 10th Court, and so he sets things for crazy deals, and he's not very flexible on stuff. But right now, there's nothing set for them.
Okay, well, I would just assume that if there's a conflict, attorneys will file their motions, and I'll rule.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have?
So it's 3 o'clock.
July 12th, 3 o'clock, and it should be in the paperwork that we've sent you. We set to
Okay.
scheduling order. Do you have anything further to take up with the court?
I don't have anything further.
Okay, Mr. Matson, on this case, anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Casey, you're good to withdraw whenever you choose. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And so, Mr. Matson, I will advance you forward with Raphael Berestein. And Mr. Berestein, can you unmute so we know that that's working?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. I'm going to move you over to that meeting.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez. I'm just pulling up the complaint that's been filed, and I'm going to read it to you and take your plea, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Because I feel like maybe we need to back up. You entered a plea, and I assume that you.
I'm sorry, ma'am. What did you say? They cut out.
I said you entered a plea, but I'm not so sure that you knew what you were doing.
Not entirely. I'm not familiar with the court case and how it works.
I can't do much more than I've already done.
Yeah, I'm aware. Sorry about that.
I'm waiting for the complaint that we received to print.
Okay.
And I'll read it to you. Okay. The officer is Officer James Martin, and he states under oath that on or about the first day of April 2023, Yahir Rodriguez, within the territorial limits of the city of Temple County, Texas, did then and there on a brown male pit bull type dog named Bentley, and he's got a kennel number A067338, and intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly, or with criminal negligence failed to keep the animal under restraint. The animal was at large on a property located within the city limits, to wit, 524 Eagles Nest, and the animal was not, one, on the premises of its owner and under the immediate personal supervision and control of a responsible person and obedient to that person's commands, two, a cat on the premises of its owner, three, wearing a functioning electronic collar and under the control of a responsible person and obedient to that person's commands, or if a dog in a designated park, 5, accompanied by its owner or trainer at a bona fide animal show, field trial, or exhibition. 6, a service animal in the performance of its duty under the Americans with Disabilities Act. 7, or an animal used for law enforcement purposes. The defendant failure to keep the animal under restraint was contrary to Section 6-4A of the Chapter 6 of the Code of Ordinances. So in other words, the dog being at large, not in its own yard. Okay. Do you understand what you're charged with?
So just animal at large.
Yeah.
Okay.
That animal. How are you pleading to the charge?
I'll go ahead and continue with no contest. And you said I have a fee to pay today if I do so?
If we do teen court,
Hmm.
a $20 authorized teen court, there's a $20 fee, and then I have to decide.
It cut out again, sorry.
If it keeps happening, we're just going to have to set you to come in.
Okay.
It's convenient, and if it's not working for me, then it isn't convenient.
Okay.
So, what I'm saying is, if I grant teen court, there's a $20 fee, and I do need to look at all the information and decide what your sentence should be.
Okay.
Pause for a moment. I need to bring another person back over because I do move those pretrial cases rather quickly. Okay. On the Beristain case, Mr. Matson.
Your Honor, before we go, I'm getting a pretty bad echo feedback here.
Mr. Beristain, I'm going to mute you because it seems to be interference in your system. And I'll give you a moment. I'll unmute you in a moment, but let's hear from the prosecutor.
Your Honor, Mr. Beristain has agreed to terms of deferral.
Okay.
And that will be a 90-day deferral period. And he is going to provide proof of insurance to the court by the 30th day of that period.
How much insurance? A month, 3 months? What's the?
I will make it a minimum of 3 months, but preferably 6, Mr. Beristain.
What's the court order? What's the agreement? 3 months?
3 months on the order, Your Honor.
Okay. And then when is payment due?
He said he can make payment within the first 30 days.
Let me ask the clerk if we're going to have enough time to track the case. Yes, she's saying that's fine because she tracks that. Normally, I give her one. So I'll make that exception. And so payment being due June 27th. That's the same day that 3 months of prepaid insurance is due, and the deferral ends August 29th. Now, Mr. Beristain, I need a signature on this order. I see that you're not living in the city of Temple. I can email it to you if you're able to print it, sign it, and email it back, or we'll have to have you come over, but I need a signature today. What do you say?
You can have it emailed to me and then I can sign it and send it back.
Perfect. Do you have any questions about what we need and what this is going to?
No, ma'am. All squared away.
Okay. So what will happen on my end is that we will send that deferred over to you in the course of the morning. And my expectation is that you read it, sign it, and email it back.
Yes, ma'am.
If you need information for how to make payment, you can call a clerk or go online to the city's website, to the municipal court section. You can pay online, you can pay by phone, or you can come by. I discourage mailing cash. We do take checks and credit cards as well. Okay. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then you are good to go.
Thank you. You have a good day.
Thank you, you too. For some reason that echo finally resolved it. Okay, sometimes it does that. It's odd. Mr. Matson, I'm gonna move you forward. Your next person is Cassandra Jones. Cassandra Jones, can you mute and get on screen?
Yes, I'm unmuted and on the screen.
Thank you. I'm gonna move you over to that meeting. You're a little choppy, so. And you're freezing up and we can't hear you. And you
It's probably let me put you on speaker. Is it better now that I'm on speaker?
maybe a little bit.
Okay, let me take my headphones off. I'm trying to get it better for you guys. Is that better?
I can hear you better. Your face is freezing. Maybe it'll work. Let's give it a try.
Okay, I tried to take it off and put it back on again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll keep working with you the best we can. Okay. Let me go back now to Mr. Rodriguez's case. I need to read, there's a statement made by the other party. Okay, there's a statement by a witness at the location. Apparently, there's a statement by the police officer. There were injuries on this other animal. Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, I don't feel comfortable doing team court with this case without the prosecutor reviewing the case. So I can back up and schedule you for a pretrial. And you can talk to the prosecutor. If you want to pursue teen court, I would take a recommendation. The prosecutor has the ability to delve more deeply into the facts or lack thereof in this case and make a decision about whether teen court is appropriate. So that's my ruling at this time. You can either pay the ticket on your plea of no contest or retract your no contest plea. I can allow you to shift back into a not guilty plea, which would give you access to talk to the prosecutor about the case if you wish to do so. What do you say?
Okay, so just one thing. How much would the fee be exactly?
The ticket is $576.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I think I'll go ahead and hear from a prosecutor first so I can see what would be my best option here.
Okay, that's not a problem at all. My next available for that is an online pretrial meeting for June 27th.
June 27th, okay.
And then I set two things. I set an online and then I set an in-person.
Mhm.
And that in-person is mandatory if the case is not resolved at the pretrial level online. So that setting, and we'll email this to you today, is for August 9th at 3:00. So June 27th back here online, we'll send a link August 9th at 3:00 if it's not resolved at the pretrial level. Okay.
3:00, okay. Thank you.
Okay. So we'll see you next though, 9:00 on June 27th.
Oh, 9:00.
I set two settings. One's online first, one is live in person second. Okay. That email will go out to you to the email that we used to set this meeting. Does that email still work?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
You're good to go.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day, ma'am.
You too. Mr. Matson, I just wanted you to know that I did recall a plea on that a case Yahir Rodriguez. It's a dog at large case, and it will be coming to you in June. There's a victim statement in the file, and he is a high school student, and my notes will be on the judge's notes page, scanned to the case. Okay. Yeah, it's all together. Okay. So I'm still trying to get Ms. Jones back over.
Judge, what was the last name on that animal case?
Rodriguez, and it ends with a D. Yeah, here, YAH. Okay. So, Ms. Jones, Mr. Matson, let's check in on the single case of theft under $100.
Your Honor, Ms. Jones and I have reached an agreement for deferral.
Okay.
The terms of that will be a 120-day period with an 8-hour theft course due by day 60, as well as 10 hours of community service by day 60. And then Ms. Jones indicated that she could make payment in full within the first 30 days.
Okay, so payment is by June 27th. The class and community service hours due by August 1st. And is there a specific place to do those hours or any?
Any nonprofit is fine, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll give you that list, Ms. Jones. And then the course, how many hours?
The course will be 8 hours.
Okay, so Ms. Jones, I can send this to you. And you can print it and sign it and email it back. Or you can swing by the court, sign it and get it. That's for you.
I'm gonna come by the court. I don't have a printer.
Okay, that's fine. We can print it and give you everything here.
Okay.
What time today will work best for you?
I could be there within the next hour.
Okay, so it's 10 by about 11 would work great.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll have everything at the front desk for you, including course information and community service information.
Yes, ma'am.
And you'll get copies when you're here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Jones. We'll see you soon.
Okay.
You're good to hang up. Mr. Matson, I'm moving you forward with Dottie Cabanis. Ms. Cabanis is on the phone. Dottie Cabanis, can you unmute? She's done a pretty good job, but it's a new thing for her to be doing. So let's give her a minute. Ms. Cabanis? Ms. Cabanis? I'm going to give her a moment still. That's your last one. So.
All right. Now can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, I'm going to move you over to a different meeting. What you can't see that's happening on screen is that you're in like a virtual room with people. And I'm going to move you over to a breakout room.
Can I just go with my back button and I'll be joining y'all, or leave that button alone? I'm not technical.
Yeah, don't do anything. I'm going to move.
Okay.
I'm going to move you over to a meeting with another the prosecutor.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, and I am moving forward with John Georgia. Good unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you this morning?
Pretty good.
Good. So I did look at everything that you provided. This is a speeding allegation from May 17th. I did receive a plea from you of no contest and a request for teen court. And you did also let me know a little bit about your plans, which I appreciate hearing. You were in school when the allegation date happened. So you are allowed access to teen court still.
Yes, ma'am.
So I want to answer that up front. And I would grant teen court in this case. First of all, though, I want to just confirm to the speeding charge, you entered a plea of no contest. Is that your plea at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And with teen court, there's a $20 cash fee to the court to pay it. Can we do that today?
Yes, ma'am. I can go up there and pay it today.
Okay. And then you'll have a driving course due by June 27th, and we'll give you course information. And all you then would have to do after today is log in, get it done, and get it turned in.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what time can we look for you to be here today?
Around 1 o'clock. I take my truck to the shop at 11. So once I get it back, I can go up there.
Okay, around 1 o'clock. We'll look for you then, okay? We'll have everything at the front desk for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And then I have a question. Was there a fee for the ticket?
Well, teen court fee is $20. Then you do your course you take it at your own expense. and then you turn it in on time or early, and I dismiss the charge and the fees are waived and the ticket is not on your record.
So, yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. Mr. Mattson, on Dottie Cabinas's case, can you help us get an update?
Your Honor, Ms. Cabinet actually submitted placard and license to the court, so I'll be dismissing this for compliance.
Okay, and so prosecutor dismissal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we can generate that for you since you made the motion.
Thank you.
And Ms. Cabinas, do you want us to mail this dismissal to you?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. All right, we'll mail a copy to you. Thank you. You're good to hang up.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You did a great job.
You did too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Mr. Mattson, I don't have anyone else here for you. I don't know if we've heard from Attorney Palmer. There was a request for discovery from Attorney Palmer. Has that already been done or is that needing to get set?
It has not been done yet, Your Honor. Let me see.
I'll just set it for final pretrial so that we're not doubling down. I mean, so that we're not duplicating effort. We would be doubling down.
The file is ready. I just need to send it.
Okay.
So that'll be done before the final pretrial setting.
Okay. And then on is Isela Lopez. I don't know. There was someone trying to log in at the beginning. They never connected all the way through. I did disconnect and hope they would try again because about 10 minutes. And there was no attempt again. I don't know who that. It could have been that person. It could have been a couple of other people. So if we hear, we'll let you know, but I'm just going to move forward with everybody else.
That
Okay?
sounds great, Judge. Are both of those cases set for July 12th as well?
Yes. They are. One, both at 3.
That sounds great.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Bye.
All right.
And last but certainly not least, Ms. West, if you can unmute, let's talk about your situation.
Yes, ma'am.
So before we get into the payment situation, there's a charge February 15th of 2023, a no insurance charge. The fines and costs are $281. I did receive a plea of no contest to that, and it was dropped here about a week ago a couple weeks on May 19th. Is that your plea of no contest at this time?
Yes, ma'am. And I noticed looking at my paperwork, I did check the wrong box. I checked payment in full in 30 days, and I was planning on checking payment plan as opposed to that box.
Okay, let me just look because I did read about your accident. I'm sorry for that.
Yes, thank you.
Your husband as well having difficulties.
Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, both of us has our left knees are kind of bummed up, and he's had got they're talking about surgery on his and possibly surgery on mine as well. So we're kind of in a bad situation right now.
Okay, so y'all are receiving work comp for his situation.
He receives workman's comp,
Okay.
and unfortunately, I'm not receiving any kind of income whatsoever now.
Okay. And then are y'all receiving food stamps?
Well, we qualified for food stamps, but we have yet to be able to get the paperwork together and turned in because unfortunately we do not have a vehicle, and the only person I have to give me a ride, she's in a bad situation as we are, and she requires gas money to give us a ride anywhere. And as I said, money's really tight, so we don't really have a lot of money to give for gas, and we just have to, kind of do it as we possibly can.
Okay. There's also a little entry here on this paperwork that y'all are receiving utility assistance. What is that source?
No, ma'am, we're not. I thought it was asking for
The bill?
our utilities. Yes, ma'am, and I put that in the wrong spot as well.
Okay. And then I have that you are renting. What is your rent amount?
Our rent is $700 a month, ma'am.
Okay. And then, so what is your electric bill like?
Our electric bill usually runs about $200 a month.
And then your water bill?
Our water bill is usually about 75 to 80.
Okay. And then your insurance, you put 280?
Well, when we had insurance, yes, ma'am, but we don't have insurance no more because unfortunately we don't have a vehicle anymore.
Okay.
But that's our health insurance is 280. It's coming out of his check every 2 weeks.
Okay. And so that's already been removed?
Yes, ma'am, prior to him receiving his pay.
Okay. And then, but that y'all only spend $50 a month on food, which is not possible. What do you think you actually spend?
On food?
Yes.
Well, really not much, ma'am. Just maybe what we can afford, possibly 30 to 40, maybe $50 every 2 weeks if we can afford that. Usually we went to the food banks, but we are not able to go there anymore because, as I said, unfortunately, we do no longer have a vehicle. So
Right.
we're just kind of getting by with what we have left in the house.
Okay. Right. So, okay. So when I look at everything together, I would be more inclined to look at like super low payments and reductions or community service.
Okay.
Let me ask you another question. Your husband's work is, you put $13.50 every 2 weeks. Is that still the case?
Well, actually, that is not right. But I had they had messed up on his workman's comp and he hadn't got it straight as of yet. So I wasn't really sure what he was going to be making. What he will be making is 800 every 2 weeks. So about 1,600 a month is what we will be receiving.
That changes everything. Okay. So let me recalculate. And y'all have a cell phone internet bill?
No, ma'am. We have a cell phone, yes. It's 108 a month, but no internet, ma'am.
How are we talking?
Well, we're on a government plan that pays for our internet correctly. No cable, no nothing like that, but strictly internet.
Okay. Okay, so I really talk to me a little bit about any disabilities that you have physically.
Well, physically, like I said, my left knee is messed up right now. I have to make an appointment with an orthopedic surgeon because I had to cancel my previous one due to not having money to have a ride to get there to discuss what they're going to do. They have suggested taking an MRI of my knee to see what kind of extent of the damage is actually done to my knee. They've done an ultrasound, a CT scan, and of course, x-rays. They do know I have a fractured tibia bone in my knee. But they feel that there's probably more extensive damage, but they really can't tell without further tests.
And so that's keeping you from working.
Yes, ma'am. I was working at Jason's Deli. I had just started like maybe a little over a month before that. And unfortunately, due to the wreck, I had to quit my job because I was unable to work anymore. And my husband still has his, but as I said, unfortunately, he can't work because of his knee being hurt.
And his is a work-related injury?
Yes, ma'am. However, mine is not.
Okay. Was the other party responsible?
Ma'am?
Was the other party responsible for the accident?
No, ma'am. Unfortunately, I was.
Okay. And then you didn't have insurance?
I'm sorry?
And then you didn't have insurance at that time?
No, ma'am. Unfortunately, I did not.
Okay. All right. Looking at everything in its totality, I think that the answer right now is that while I will enter convictions on these charges, I am going to waive your fines and costs. I don't think I can send you to community service. You're not going to be able to do it. And I don't think that you could make payments either. This is not applied to any future cases. I don't cases if they ever.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You're cutting out real bad.
Okay. It's a case by case determination.
Yes, ma'am.
If you ever have further charges, I'm not sure that it would be the same result. I would have to look. But
Correct.
at this time for these 3 cases, I'm waiving your fines and costs.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I greatly appreciate that very much.
So you are free to go.
Thank you, and you have a wonderful day, ma'am.
Thank you. Seeing no further persons.